Well, hello, I hope that this video finds you really well. My name is Chris Brockway. I have the real joy of being involved in the leadership of the church here at Christchurch Baptist Church. We wanted to let you know what's going to be happening over the next few weeks. As you've probably heard already, on Monday evening, Boris Johnson, on behalf of the government, announced that the COVID restrictions were going to be extended for another 4 weeks before we find ourselves hopefully back in a place where there are no restrictions on our gathering or our meeting as a church. Until then, unfortunately, we can't gather in any number, but we do have a great solution that we would like to invite you to engage with. Last Sunday, if you're a regular part of the church here, you'll know that we gathered together outdoors at Moorlands College, which is only about a 5-minute drive away from the church here in the centre of Christchurch, for a time of outdoor worship. We had an incredible time and we were served so well by our worship team and also by our guest speaker, Kansang Tang. We were 2 meters distant throughout and we made sure that it was a COVID safe environment. Wonderfully, the sun shone on us as well for that first occasion. Well, as a leadership team, we've been thinking together about how things might look given the fact that the restrictions have been extended for a further 4 weeks. And we feel a strong conviction that it's right to start offering the opportunity to gather physically together, whilst at the same time offering the facility for those who don't feel quite so confident because of COVID or other reasons at the moment to still be able to join us on our online church platform. So for the next 5 Sundays in a row, up to and including the 18th of July, we are going to be gathering every single week at Moorlands College for a time of outdoor worship, which will include singing and preaching and all the things that you would expect to see in a CBC service. We'll also be offering every single week outdoor youth and children's ministry. Now, of course, we live in England. There's a high possibility that it could rain even in the midst of the summer. In the event that there is bad weather or there is rain, we'll make a decision at or before 9 o'clock on the Sunday morning as to whether that physical worship time is going to be going ahead. In the event that we're not able to gather because of the weather or even for some other factor, we will of course continue to stream that service at 11 o'clock, which is also the time we'll be gathering physically if we can, but at 11 o'clock on our live stream platform. Now, for that reason, it's really important that you sign up if you're planning to join us. That way, we'll be able to send you a message at or before 9 o'clock to tell you whether that service physically gathered is going to be going ahead or whether it's going to be on our live stream. We will also notify folk through our website and through our usual email and social media platforms as well. So hopefully everyone will be in the know that they need to be looking out at or around 9 o'clock to discover whether or not we're gathering. If you are planning to come to our physically gathered worship at Moorlands, it would really help us if you could sign up. We do need to keep a register on Track and Trace, and if you're part of the church family here, you will have received a link already inviting you to sign up to join us. It would be brilliant if you could register every single member of your party. You can of course turn up, but it does just make our logistics slightly more complicated in terms of registering people. When we do gather, we will be 2 meters distant throughout. There's no need to wear a face covering, but you might choose for your own personal preference that you want to do that. We'll be outdoors throughout. The toilets will be available at Moorlands, and the really good news is we've got access to the toilets that are in the chapel, which is right at the entrance to the place where we're actually gathering to worship. That's different from the first time when we gathered, when we had to use toilets that were slightly more remote. So if you're concerned about access to toilets, please know that we've got the chapel toilets, which will be fantastic. All you need to do is bring your own deck chair, please. Bring yourself something to drink during our time of worship. And if it's a hot day, you might want to think about wearing some sun cream and perhaps even bringing some shelter or some shade for your head in the form of a hat or even an umbrella. We are making sure that we're gathering in a place where there's also the option of sitting in the shade. So if you'd like to do that, please don't think if it's a hot day, you're going to sit out and bake. So as I say, we're going to be together right up until the 18th of July, and with effect from the 25th of July, Hopefully the government will take away all the restrictions and we'll have the opportunity once again to gather in our buildings in the centre of Christchurch at 9:15 and at 11 o'clock for worship together. We'll keep you posted about that as we go along. The promise alongside our physical gatherings is we're going to continue to live stream our services as well. So whether you feel confident to come physically or whether you'd rather gather online, we're going to make sure that your needs are met. One final thing to say as well is just about every single Sunday between now and the 18th of July when we're gathering at Moorlands, you're also going to be invited in groups of up to 30 to stick around for a picnic so that you can enjoy the company of others. We're deliberately restricting those gatherings for 30 people, partly because that's what the government say we should do, but we're not going to try and break into multiple groups of 30 because we want people to feel confident that they can stay in a COVID secure and safe environment. But we would encourage you, please do sign up for one of those picnics. You can find links in the communication that came out with this video, or you can find the links off our website or social media. So it just remains for me to say thank you so much for journeying with us in the course of the last year. It's been an exciting season and we're so thrilled to have seen so much fruit and to have welcomed new folk into the life of the church as well. We really hope that we'll have the opportunity of seeing you this coming Sunday for live worship again, gathered physically or online. God bless you. Please make sure you keep yourself safe in the next few weeks as we head towards freer restrictions, even no restrictions, we pray. God bless you. Take care of yourself.